Okay, so in this video we're going to show you how to use the layaway program with PCAmerica running as Cash Register Express. So somebody calls in and they say they want to order a gift basket or whatever it may be, and they're going to pick it up later or possibly pick it up the next day or whatever the case may be. Well, the first thing that you want to do is we need to add them in as a customer. So you're talking to the customer, and the quick way to do this is you can hit F4 down here for customers. You could also hit find, maybe see them if you already have them, see if they are already in your database. And if they're not, you can hit add customer, which will take you to here. And like I said, you can also, if we exit out of there, you can also go down here and hit the F4 key or click on F4 for customers and bring up the same exact window. Alright. Now, what we want to do is we want to add a new customer. And so we're going to give the customer a number. In my case, I'm going to use the phone number for customer number because you could always look it up later by phone number, which most people are going to remember. So we're going to type in name. You can gather email address, just depends on how much information you want to get. You could get their street address, etc. But a couple of things we want to look at here. Where it says select for current invoice, if you leave this checked, then it's going to put this customer in focus in the current invoice, which is typically what you're going to want to do. So we're going to leave that checked. We're going to go over here to account info. We're going to go ahead and make sure that layaway is ticked. And let's go ahead and change the open account date to today, so we click there. Let's leave the close account date open-ended. That way this customer just stays active in the system. I'm not going to set them a maximum balance, and I'm not going to restrict their spending because in this case we're doing them layaway only. And so we're going to hit save. And then we can exit out. And notice now, since I've set myself up with a layaway, that the layaway button is now activated up here. So I have a different way that I can pay for this item. So the next thing we want to do is let's go ahead and add in our gift basket. Now I've already created a test gift basket for this particular example here. So I'm going to put in the item number. And this particular gift basket that we created in the inventory, we've told it to prompt us for price. So I'm going to make it $9.99. Click OK. And so the gift basket is in, it's $9.99. And because I'm calling in as the customer and I may pay later on, which might be an hour or 2 hours later or even the following day, I'm going to go ahead when I come pick it up, I'm going to go ahead and hit the layaway button as the cashier, and I'm not going to pay anything on this particular item. And it asks, of course, do we want to print a receipt? In this case, I'm going to say no. Of course, you may want to have your own procedure as far as the having the cashiers or clerks print out a receipt and putting it in the drawer for reconciliation if you need to. But in this case, I'm going to tell it no. And we're done. And now let's suppose that the customers come in to actually pick up and pay for their gift basket. Well, the first thing that we can do is go ahead and find the customer. So I'm going to just click my find button and, well, there I am right there. I could use the search if I needed to and search by phone number or whatever. And then I'm going to go in, now that I've selected myself as the customer, I can look up layaway. And I see that, well, yes, we have this amount owed here. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. It brings up my invoice ready to go, of course, with tax and everything included. And I could just make a payment on this if I were not going to pick it up. But in this case, of course, we're going to just complete this layaway. And I can go ahead and pay for cash or credit card. Now, in the case of my test system here, I don't have credit cards set up, so you would normally be able to just swipe your card at this point, as always. And once we go ahead and pay, then, of course, we can print our receipts as normal. I'm going to tell it no. And you're done. And that's how we can use the layaway system to actually do these gift baskets, which may be paid for later on in the future, but be able to track this as well as gather customer information.